YouTube. Hey, this is Scott, Bigfoot Explorer here. Today's topic is going to be about file management on your mobile device. Okay, this is primarily going to be mainly on Android. Okay, I'm actually using an older phone because I wanted to be able to have a phone that actually had an external SD card plug-in to be able to show you guys. I had a call today from a good friend having some problems with some storage issues, and I'm going to make this video not only to help that person, but a lot of people out there who, even if you know of it, you probably neglect it. It's file management skills. Okay? All of us probably have been to that point where, you have hundreds of photos and videos and files and media all over your phone. You try to delete the oldest photos. You try to uninstall apps just to gain space, right? But if you don't know how to use your file manager on your mobile device to work for you for space management, then you're going to get frustrated. You're just going to get frustrated. A lot of people have that phone on them. They are using their phone for YouTube videos. They are doing very light editing on their mobile device, and they're uploading to YouTube on the mobile version of YouTube from their phones. So this is going to be a basic how to move and manage media, photos, video, audio, to and from internal storage to micro SD storage. Okay? Now, every Android comes with a default File Explorer app. As you can see right there next to the clock icon, it's called, this is a Note 3. We're running, I think, Android 5. This is an older phone. Unfortunately, every phone's File Explorer app has a different user interface, and everything's different. So you can't go directly with what I'm saying. And to show you, to illustrate that, here is the File Explorer, the default File Explorer app that comes with the phone. Now you're going to go check yours, and it's going to look nothing like this. What this app tries to do, what Samsung thinks you want to do, is we'll just show you where all the images are, and all the videos, and all the music, and all the documents. The problem is you don't know if it's on internal storage or external. I don't want that. I don't want that. So, since the inception of I've been using Android phones, I have painstakingly used almost every File Explorer app that's out there, and I have come right next to the yellow My Files icon is another file folder with a big A called ASTRO, and it's called ASTRO File Manager. Download it. It's free. This will make your life 100% better if you go down, make space. If you don't have space, make space just to download this one app. That way, we can be on the same page, and I can show you exactly, and you can do exactly what I'm doing. You'll see exactly what I see. But guess what? Of course, this is on an older Samsung Galaxy Note 3 phone. ASTRO has updated their user interface, but not so bad that you won't be familiar with it. So let's go into ASTRO File Manager. And all these File Manager apps are primarily a window to the file system on your phone where things are stored. Now, don't primarily, if you look on the top row, it says file types. You'll have pictures, music, videos, documents, apps, downloads. Do not even worry about that. I never use that, ever. What you want to concern yourself with is the second row of gray circular icons. You want to primarily the first two. If you do not have an external SD card plugged in to your phone, you will not see the second icon from the left on the second row. The primary, right here, the primary, that is my internal storage on the phone. Going right, it looks like a little SD card, but it's got a whole bunch of numbers, right? That's because whenever you format that card in whatever hardware you have, it could be a digital camera. You know, you always got to format that card. This card happened to be formatted from my Autel drone. So when Autel formats that SD card, it names it as 87654321. Yours will be something different. But that is my external. Now, let's just say I have so many files on there on my phone. You know, my storage is getting backed up and blah, blah, blah. You can go look at your storage, go to settings. You can go to, I think it's general. It's going to be different for everybody. Y'all know Android, but find your storage. And it's going to take a minute to, my internal storage on this older Note 3 phone was 32 gig. Okay. So I currently have 12 gigs of free space. Not a big deal. But generally from there, you know, I would go under my used space, and then from there I'd go to pictures and videos, and it would show you all the files, right? So you can find out what's taking up your space by going to your settings and storage section of your device to find out what's taking it up. And normally if you're doing videos for YouTube, you know it's photos and videos, okay? You're primarily wanting to get photos and videos and move them. So if I go to my primary internal storage, this is what it looks like. This is my primary internal storage on the phone. You're going to see some things that look familiar to you. They will echo the names of apps that you have on your phone and that you have downloaded. You'll also see some folders you have no idea what they are, and that means stay out of them. Only be concerned with some of the folders that you know have the data that you need. And I can tell you right now, on Android, if you're using the default camera to take video, it's storing that in your camera folder. Now, all of this is primarily in alphabetical order, except for the system folders, which are always at the top. So this Adobe digital backups, ebook, none of that's going to be in order. But eventually you get to the A's. So I have Amazon there. It's because I have the Amazon app. I download Amazon MP3 music. That's my Amazon MP3 folder. Android is a system folder. APK extract, don't even ask about that. Okay? But we're looking for the camera folder because that's what Android uses as its default app and location and name of the file folder when you take your videos. Now you're seeing, I have one called Camera Zoom, but I know that that is an app that I bought. That's not the default camera folder for the default video and photo app, right? So where is it? And it'll be this way for every phone up until now. Go to your DCIM folder. Okay, if you have a bunch of different photo, video, audio related apps, they may be under this DCIM folder. Now, if you look at the top where it says ASTRO in orange and look right underneath it, you can see we're in primary and then we went into the DCIM folder. If you want to go back, you just hit the primary and then you're back to your root directory. So the camera folder with our videos that we take YouTube videos with, right, is going to be where again? Our DCIM folder, and there's camera. Here's everything that I've taken with my camera, whether it be photos, videos, or whatever. Okay. Now, let's say you're busting at the seams. You have a brand new external SD chip card, whatever you want to call it, plugged into your phone. You need to make space so you can make more YouTube videos. Simply long press and start checking off all of these. Okay? Whether they're photos or videos. Photos, videos, it doesn't matter. You see I've got all these checked now? I've got them all checked. Now, what do? Up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the 3 dots stacked on one another. Press that. You'll have move, you'll have copy, you'll have rename. You're only going to use the rename tool for one file, and that is to rename the file. Now, a copy is going to put a copy wherever you copy it to, which means it leaves what you have already checked on the internal storage. You don't want to do that. You want to do a move. So you have let's say you have 100 of these things, 50, 25. They're checked off, they're ready to be moved. Hit the move button. Now, what the heck happened? It kind of looks like you don't know what happened, right? It just looks like it went back, but down at the bottom, don't press anything. You'll see the big cancel button on the bottom left and the paste button on the bottom right. And right above those 2 icons, it says selected 13 items to move. Now, it wants you to tell it where to go to drop these off, right? Now, this folder app right here is to make a new folder. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is up at the top of your images where you have that little house and you see primary, DCIM, and camera. Click back on primary. Saw that? Now I'm on primary. Now go back to the house itself. Boom. Now I'm back to the beginning. But if you look at the bottom, you still have the cancel and the paste and selected 13 items to move. Now I'm going to pick second row, second gray icon with the external SD logo in the middle. That's your external SD card. I'm going to press on that. And if you notice, this is what I already have on the card from my drone. But I'm just going to put it right there. If you want to name a new folder, like that's when you press the little bottom right orange plus icon, and I'll put this in there. I'll put Scott's 2018 videos. Okay, create. You might get a select requirement thing. I don't know why that happened. So, did that create it? It didn't create it. Let's just do test. I don't know why this isn't working. SD card. Okay. So, see, there's the test now. What happened is, because I haven't used this phone in forever, Samsung needed permission to use the card. So you may have that issue. Just follow the prompts, choose the SD card, and then it'll bring you back to this ASTRO file interface. You'll still have your 13 items selected. You see I made the test. There's nothing in it, right? Now hit paste. Watch this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now, if you got a lot of stuff, make sure your phone is plugged in and charging, and just let it go. Go take a break, get something to drink, smoke break, bathroom break, whatever kind of break you want to do, break, okay? And it's going to copy them there. And Okay, so there, if you look next to the little house at the top left, it's got that weird number because that's my external card, and it's in that folder. Press one back, and you're at the top of your SD card. Press home. You're at the home screen of your device. Your device home screen for the window of your file system. I'm probably confusing y'all, but I'm trying desperately to make sense. But that's all you got to do is go back and forth between primary, DCIM, camera. Now notice those photos and videos are gone. Okay? Look at these ones at the bottom. These are some drone stuff that I did a while back. So just to show that they're moving, I'm going to pick these 1, 2, 3, 4 drone photos that were at the bottom of my camera list because it says house, primary, DCIM, camera. Now don't, up on the top where it says selected 4 items, to the right of that it looks like 2 sheets of paper on top of one another. Do not press that. That is the copy. That's going to leave everything where it's at and make a copy to your external card. Don't use that. If you want to delete, just hit the trash can. If you want to save to make space because you don't want to delete things that you've shot, this phone is trying to do things because I haven't been on it in 6 years. So press the top 3 dots, go to copy, then go back to house, then go to your second row, second icon, which is the external SD card. Okay, go to test, or if you want to make a new folder, hey, let's make a new folder now. Scott's drone images. And I know I shot that in 2017. Make your descriptions of your folders as descriptive as you want so you can remember what things are. Now there's the folder. Now I'm going to go into it and I'm going to hit paste. Boom. There they are. Okay? If I hit home and go to primary and go to DCIM and go to camera, if I go to the bottom, those drove, hey, they're not all gone. Let's see. Are those the same ones? Move. SD card. Scotch drone images. Paste. Oh, that's because I had more. I thought I only had 4. Home button. Primary. DCIM. Camera. Now you notice those photos, all those drone photos are gone. They have been moved onto that SD card. Okay? And then from there, you can go back home. You can get out of this. Turn your phone off. Next, we're going to, you can either turn the phone off, take the micro SD card out, use a card reader, plug it into your laptop, right? And offload those photos. But what we're going to do is we'll be right back. We are going to plug the phone into the laptop, recognize the phone from a Windows laptop, put it in transfer media mode, and we're going to take what we just moved, those drone photos and all, from the external card or your internal storage. I'll show you. You can do both. And we're going to put it onto our laptop. Okay? So we'll be right back, fans. Thank you. All right, guys. Hey, Scott, we're back. So you guys saw the little phone introduction. Here we have my old Samsung Galaxy Note 3 from back in the day. What, are they on like Note 9 now? Anyway, Here's the USB that came with it. Okay, your phone will either be full USB to micro USB, or if you have a newer phone, it'll be called a Type-C USB, which is just a full oval instead of the different angles on the micro. Okay, so what we're going to show you guys is we actually moved some files from the internal storage device from the phone. We've made space by putting it on the external SD card, right? Y'all saw me do that move. Now what we're going to do is, let's say you've done the step that I showed you in the tutorial of how to move the files from the internal to the external. You've done that over and over and over and over. And now your external SD card, the physical little SD card chip, is full, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to get your cord that came with it, came with your phone, plug it into the phone, okay? I'm trying to plug it in here. I can't see nothing even with glasses. Isn't that lovely? Now we're going to go ahead and switch over to my desktop so you guys can see. Okay, here we go. And this is a bunch of stuff I had going. Don't worry about that right now. Okay, so we're going to plug in, and if it's your first time, okay, you heard that, just give it some time. Now, mine came right up because I have plugged this phone into this computer, okay? There's several little tricks. Now, don't worry if your Windows Explorer, this is called Windows Explorer, okay? If yours is white, don't worry about it because I put all my stuff to dark because it helps my eyes. I've got to have the dark mode with almost everything that I do. Before we get started, if you do not do any file management on your phone, then you're probably not doing any file management on your computer. That's correct. So if you notice down here at the bottom, I have a bunch of shortcuts for things that I use constantly every day. Not these two. Look at the bottom. This is Streamlabs. This is a command prompt. But hey, I use a calculator every day. I use TextPad every day. And you see this right here? This is Windows Explorer. You need this. Just like the ASTRO File Explorer app on your phone, Windows Explorer, not Internet Explorer, Windows Explorer, okay? That is your app to do the same thing on your Windows desktop as you did with your mobile device just a moment ago. If you do not have a folder icon like this on your Windows device, here's two ways to find it. If in your bottom left, down by your Windows Start menu icon, you can type in Explorer. Not Internet Explorer, File Explorer, okay? And you can click right there and it'll go right into it. But don't do that. What you want to do is you want to left click it, drag it. Wait. I didn't want that to happen. File Explorer or just Explorer. Here's File Explorer. Here's your options here, right? Desktop app. What is the best? Well, that's how you open it that way, by the search. But you can also, if you go to your start menu and just thumb all the way down to, you have to go to, I think it's Windows Accessories. No, it's not Windows Accessories. It is Windows Administrative Tools. No, it's not that either. It used to be Accessories. Windows System. There it is. Windows System. File Explorer. Left click, hold this, and drag and drop to your desktop. And keep this thing someplace. You are going to need that. Okay? Now, I plugged in my phone and one automatically just popped up. Okay? But when you first plug in your phone to your Windows laptop, you may get some prompts. Just wait a while. If you have Windows 10, it's going to look for the drivers. It may come up with a thing and say, what do you want to do with this? You click on that and you will see a Windows File Explorer option. You tell it, you click on that, and then it'll open up right there. And then every time thereafter that you plug in your phone, this will come up, okay? And you'll be ready to go all the time. Now, we're going to do it one more time, okay? Now, this is very important. You do not just unplug the USB from your desktop. If I do this and get out of it, do not unplug that phone. In today's day, these computers are doing things behind the scenes. Right now, it's still reading that drive of my phone. If you unplug that phone, you could corrupt your internal storage, your external SD card, and you could screw up your phone. I've seen it happen too many times. So, how do you do that? You eject the device. How do you do that, Scott? Over in your bottom right, over by your time, see this? Your volume, your Wi-Fi. You have a little plug that's telling me I'm plugged in to power. You'll have this little up icon. This is your task. These are the tasks that are running, your taskbar. Click that. You will see something that looks like a little flash drive. Second row, second icon. Now just hover over it. Don't be click happy and just click all kind of stuff. Okay? Click over it. You'll see safely remove hardware and eject media. Left click that. And when you left click it, you get an option down at the bottom. Eject Samsung Note 3. Yours may say eject Samsung S7, eject Oppo, eject Motorola, whatever your phone is. Click that. Then you'll get, okay, safe to remove this device now. Now it's safe. It has stopped reading everything that's on your mobile device. I can unplug. That is the correct way. Please don't ever do that because you could fry your phone. Okay, so now we're going to plug back in. Plug the phone back in. Okay. Boom, it opens up in Explorer. Notice how I've got phone and I've got a card. Remember on our ASTRO File Explorer on the mobile device, we had an internal storage and then we had the SD card. Your phone is your internal storage. Okay? And if you look at these, if you left click in a blank area and go to your view and do list, it's a lot better. No, it's not list, it's details. Sorry. Go to details. This will almost look just like what you saw on your phone. Everything's in order when the files get just like on your mobile device. Remember I said Amazon MP3 because I like music. Don't ask anything about APK extract. Remember I did all that? This is our internal storage. So you could literally plug in, and instead of copying stuff to your external SD card, you can just go in right now. Remember where it stores all your videos and photos? DCIM. Go to camera. Same exact files. that we got to when we were looking at ASTRO File Manager. And again, if you don't like it this way, right click in an empty space and you can try these views. Large icons so you can see the photo thumbnails. Primarily, I like working, if I need to see what I need to get, I will leave it in thumbnail mode, but I generally work in details just because I know it's a JPEG file, I know what size the photos are, and all that good stuff. Okay? So I can, right now, I'm plugged into the phone. I can do a left click. Well, you can do a left click and saw how it highlighted to a lighter gray. And I can go all the way down to the end of the list, right? And I can hold the shift button on your keyboard and left click. Now it highlights every file on there. Another shortcut. Click in an empty space. Now I don't have anything selected at all. In the empty space, anywhere in the empty space, on your keyboard, hit Control A for all. Boom. You don't even have to fool with the mouse clicks, the left and right mouse click. They're all selected. Okay? So right now, I can do a right click on the mouse. Remember what cut and copy does. Actually, on the Android phone, move is the same thing as cut on Windows. We don't want to copy unless you want to leave a copy on your internal. We're going to do a cut because we want to make space on our internal mobile device. Over here, this is the window to your computer. This is called the TOC, the table of contents. Okay? If you want, you have your pictures, you have videos, put them in one of those. Mine are pictures right here. So I'm going to go to my pictures, which is under like your name, documents, or your name, pictures, your name. Okay? And I'm going to right click again. I'm going to make a new folder. And I'm going to call it note underscore 3 BKUPS for Note 3 backups. Then I'm going to go in there and I'm going to right click the mouse and I'm going to hit paste. Boom. I am making space on my mobile phone. Okay. Now remember in the tutorial we just did a little while ago. The tutorial was we moved space from the internal storage of the phone to the external SD card. So those files are still on the external SD card. Well, Scott, how do I get those off now? Look, don't be so, how do you get there? I don't know how to get there. Over in your table of contents, all these are your drives. This is everything that's plugged in. Notice how I have a Samsung Note 3 option. Yours will list your phone. Click on it. Boom. We're back at the beginning. So we don't want to go to internal storage because our task now is to clean up our external card and back that up. So we'll go to card. Okay. Remember, I made the test folder and I also made the Scotch drone images folder on the device. We can do one of two things here. We can do what? We just learned this. Control A, do a right click, do a cut, not a copy, and we could go put it in our pictures. But why not do this? Use this little arrow right here from your address, and that'll go up one. Now we're back. I'm just going to copy the whole folder because I like the name, and I want to keep them separate. So I'm going to copy the folder. So highlight it by left clicking on it, then right click on it, then hit, you could either copy or cut, but you want to move it. So do a cut, come over to pictures. Notice how we now have the Note 3 backups that we just made. I'm going to go into Note 3 backups, find an empty place, right click, and hit paste. So what did that do? And every folder will go above every piece of individual file. So now I still have my main title as being Note 3 backups, but when I go in it, it's the photos that I moved, plus I know where to find my drone images because I already have the folder named. Okay? Start doing things like this. This will help you out tremendously. Now you'll notice if we go to the Note 3 and we go to card, look, there's no, it's gone, right? It's gone. And we can move this test one if we want to. Okay? It'll also tell you exactly the space that's used and what you have free. On my external SD card, I have 11.7 gigabyte free of 14 gigs. On my phone, I've got 12.5 gigabyte free of 25.9, blah, 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 right? Okay. Now, I showed you how to put a shortcut to Windows File Explorer on your desktop so that you could do this. I showed you how to eject any device plugged into your computer. It doesn't matter if it's a flash drive. Come down to your bottom right taskbar, click on Safely Remove. You do not want to corrupt anything, okay? Just to give y'all a little bit of how I manage my stuff. This is my play area for everything that I do. I have a 360 folder, and guess what? That's everything for 360s. I have my Adobe Premiere projects. Those are for my editing. Where are they? Notice how there's not 1,000 other things under these folder structures because I don't want it to be all over the place. I manage everything. Bigfoot Explorer, this is everything. This is my audio. This is my images from my websites. This is all screenshots. These are the graphics that I used for all kind of stuff. I organize it so I know where to find it. The field shoots. This is some of the field shoots that we went and did at Kerry Arnold's place. Intro show. This is the photos that I used for my intro to put in a project. File management will save your life. Notice how I have my video projects. Look how I categorize them. Everything that's Bigfoot related goes in this folder. And look, all of this are my shows. If you go to my YouTube channel right now, you will see my intro. You'll see my 360 Cam Part 1, 360 Cam Part 2, Squatch Tech Digital SLR, Cam 2, Squatch Tech, the first one, the Woolly interview. I put everything that I need in folders. I separate it. What I use for the audio, what I use for the videos, my raw video from the camera, which is in private. Boom. It's all of them. Okay? And maybe we'll do another video on how to manage a long form shoot from your camcorder or your digital SLR to the computer, how to arrange it and organize it. Guys, I've probably rambled on enough. I hope you've gotten a little bit out of this. How to primarily learn how to use and utilize your space on your mobile device, your internal storage, your external SD card, and then plugging your mobile device into a laptop, a desktop, your computer, whether it's Windows or Mac. I can't tell you step for step on Mac because I don't own Mac. I love Mac stuff. I don't have anything against Mac. It's just way back in 2008 when I started video editing, everything was Windows. So I had a small fortune in ongoing editing software, primarily for Windows. So I stay with Windows because I know it like the back of my hand. All the system files. I mean, I was working in the command prompt here in the back end of the computer to do a few things. Y'all don't want to even get into that because it drives me nuts too. But I just know how to do a few things to help myself. So that is the wrap up on managing your media on your mobile device, how to do it back and forth from your internal storage to your external card to make room so you can keep shooting videos for YouTube and then move them from your internal to your external card. Then when you get back to the van, you get back to the truck, you get back to home, wherever, plug your phone in, bring up that File Explorer, go into the phone or the card and start moving things around so that you won't stress yourself out. There won't be any anxiety. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much. If you have any questions on this, head on over to BigfootExplorer.com. Go to the contact us page. My email is there. Send me an email. I'll be glad to help you out on this stuff. So remember to subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.